So what are we doing?
I don't even know. I think we're talking more about us, right?
Yeah, I mean,
this pod.
People probably don't even know who we are, why we're even doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should kind of tell them because we were doing it for a while.
First of all, I'm Trey.
Well, I'm
Trey
Earf,
Cosmos.
So, hello, nice
Earf
to meet
Muva.
all of you. Yes, don't forget it either.
Ask your mother.
You're so corny.
Ask her for another. I'm sorry, another.
Oh, please, come on, keep going.
Go get you a brother.
Hey, what?
I ain't got one. I'm done.
As soon as I started
I'm a
hyping
washed
you.
rapper. This is why I'm retiring. But
No.
anyway,
We're going to tell later you're not retiring. But I feel like we both can talk about like different aspects of like growing up in the church because I think that has like a lot to do with our identity.
Most definitely.
But it's like sometimes it's traumatizing. Like sometimes growing up in the church is a little traumatizing because you can't connect with certain parts of yourself because of like shame culture and what that, goes into.
Yeah. See, man, this is super dynamic because, well, we were just talking about, I guess for those that don't know, I'll mention this. So I was a Christian rapper for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then a couple years ago, I decided, I'm not really fooling with Christian rap anymore. I just want to be a hip hop artist. And my reason for it was because, and this is the problem with Christianity as a whole. Like, it's this bubble of Christianity. And as far as like culture, as far as all of that, and you're so out of touch with everything else outside of that bubble that you have no like, and I feel like I'm bashing a little bit, but
I know,
I'm gonna just get into it though.
Saying the problem with Christianity sounds bad, but that's okay to say though.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm criticizing something that I'm a part of. Yeah. So I feel like I have a right to criticize. Yeah. Because I'm also...
Critiquing would be a better word.
I'm critiquing. Because I also want to be part of the change in that.
Yes.
Which was why I decided, I'm going to step away from doing like Christian music or calling it Christian music. Even though, I mean, the average person listens to my music, they may get a little hint of it, but everything still aligns with my beliefs.
Yeah, it's not like knocking you across the head, but...
Right, but it's,
it's
so
there.
It's there. If I wanted to call it Christian, I could get away with it. I'm definitely get some side eyes. I mean, my last album, I had songs about like wanting to overdose, about sex, mm-hmm. and about white supremacy.
But see, like why are those taboo topics to talk about in Christian music?
Because the Christian bubble.
I know.
And we're so out of touch from the rest of culture.
Because we're supposed to be, because we're not supposed to be of this world.
No, that's not what that means.
But I'm saying though, like, that's when they're teaching that they're kind of like implying that.
Yeah, and I think that's just a misinterpretation of what it's supposed to mean.
Probably.
I think what it should be is that, like, yeah, you're not of this world, but you still got to live here. Jesus literally said, yeah, you should know what's popping, like what's happening. Yeah. And Jesus said, give Caesar what's Caesar's, which tells me like, all right, whatever the rules are in this world, you got to finesse it. Like you got to learn it, but you still set apart. You're still supposed to be different, but still a part of this. If you weren't a part of it, how can you really affect it?
Exactly.
You know
how can you inflict change if you're not a part of something?
Which is part of the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
Like, we're not just here just to talk, just to chit chat.
No.
I mean, I'm not gonna put words in your mouth, but I know I'm pretty big on wanting to affect culture. What about you?
Affect culture?
In some way.
Maybe
have an impact on culture.
No, I don't feel like that's my thing.
Really? What's your thing? No. Are you giving commentary on culture? Like,
yeah, I'm just like commenting my thoughts on it and hoping that there's some people out there that like kind of know what I'm talking about or like going through or like relate in some way.
This is a good conversation to have before we start this, right? We definitely probably should have this conversation. But that's cool though. Let's have it on camera. So what's your purpose for being right here in front of these cameras on this mic?
Just to like talk with you. Like I don't have like some like big, I think that people enjoy healthy dialogue and like conversations on different things that are happening in the world. And we do that well. We do it well together. Like, there's good chemistry. I think it's interesting for people to listen to. And it's cathartic for like us to come together during the middle of the week.
My degree didn't teach me that word.
It's therapeutic for us to come together in the middle of the week and kind of like discuss like our week and how we've been, how our mental health is, like what's going on in the world. Like we're dealing with like a lot of like mass shootings and still in a pandemic and like, you know, there's a lot going on. And we're young. We've gone through many.
I feel old.
I always say you're young, but I feel like you are young.
Somebody told me, oh, you're 30? That's so young.
It's relatively young. Yeah, like in a lifespan, 30 is young.
in a whole lifespan, 30 is young. Thanks for that. Like you're not almost dead, so you're good. I appreciate that.
You're not over the hill at all.
You're not over the hill. Like you're barely on the hill.
We've gone through a lot of like tragic event, like historical events in our like
heck yeah
20 to 30 years. And it's like, what the heck else can we go through? Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm exhausted. Like you can tell it on my face. Like I'm absolutely exhausted. Just not from just like because I work so much, but just from like everything going on in life. Like it's too much sometimes.
But you know, I want to go back to something you said because I think this speaks to the difference in our personalities. Like
we should take a personality test on here.
We should.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
I bet you would get like the strategic, like.
Okay. Yeah. How do you know?
No, I just know you would because that's how you are. Like you're like, you know, you have like goals and I feel like you're one of those people that like you can't be on this earth without like having some type of like.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like that's where me and you are very different.
Opposite.
Not that you are like you don't have any goals or you're a bum. I'm not saying that, but. Well, actually, I think if you could be a bum and still like live life, you would.
100%.
I can't do that.
And why?
Because I enjoy working.
And what about it?
I enjoy being able to. Okay, I'm a creative. I'm a creator. I enjoy creating things out of nothing. I enjoy going into situations that are not that great and then turning it around.
If they're fun or just period?
To me, that part is fun.
Regardless of the situation?
Regardless of what it is.
Oh, no. Yeah, that is very different.
I like the fact, so I'm a teacher and I teach in a very new school, very small school. Mm-hmm. I like that. If I was in a well-established school, and I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much.
You wouldn't enjoy it because you'd have to follow rules. And you wouldn't be able to create as you go. Okay,
I'm a rule follower. I don't mind following rules. I feel like rules actually make me more creative. And that's a whole other topic, but even when I work on a project, I give myself rules just to make me stretch my creativity. But it's more so like I enjoy the challenge of taking something that was here and bringing it up here. Even if nobody knows my part in that. Like
that's crazy to me.
Because like some people get a rush on the ego of it. Like, yeah, I did this.
Yeah.
It's not even that. I just enjoy watching things grow.
The process. Okay. And I'm the total opposite.
You just want things to be.
I don't care. Like there's not much that I care about. Is that bleak? Like
what do you care about? Because you got to care about something.
I genuinely just care about my family and my happiness. That's literally it. And like.
But that's a lot. Though.
But okay, but like also like if like I'm the type of person that like if it's not harming anybody, like the world, I do like there are things I care about. You know that, like you know my politics and everything like that. Like there's a lot that I care about. But like if it's not directly hurting somebody, like if it's not harming people and it's not harming my family and my friends and like just people in general, then I don't care what's going on.
See, we're so different on that.
I know.
Because I want to change the world.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and that sounds really corny, but I'm so serious.
In what way, though?
I just want to change the world.
Like, but why? Okay, this is how I look at it. Because people that want to change the world, I don't know, Ashton, if you can relate to this, but like, I feel like people that want to change the world, it's like, that's great. And there are a lot of people that do change the world, and it's lovely.
Shade on world changers. Go
ahead. But like, what can you do? Because after you pass, there's not much you can do. All you can do is pray and hope that like what you've done here maybe is affecting change, but like there's no like solidifier or like you don't know for sure if it will. Like that's why people that like are like 80 years old and still are like in the house, like Nancy Pelosi, it's like, why are you still holding on to power? Because whenever you die, like it's probably not going to be what you want anyway.
First of all, how much of the world is she changing? That's
what I'm saying though.
It's not the same.
But she feels like she does hold a lot of power, like in the grand scheme of things, but it's like, why are you holding on to this power when you're so old and it probably isn't going to, the world's not going to look like how you would prefer it anyway after you die. So what's the point?
But it's not just about my life. Actually, I heard this quote. I don't remember who said it originally, but if you can accomplish your vision while you're still living, is not big enough. And that's like, that's my life. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be a part of something that changes the world way after I live.
Okay.
You know, and to me, I'm cool with that. Like, I don't have to see the change in my lifetime. Mm-hmm. And I think the older I get, the more mature in that area I am. Like, about just, I used to like want to see results quickly. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why I'll jump from job to job or career to career, because like, okay, this isn't moving fast enough. I need to go on this. But now I'm like, you know what? If I can, I'm a teacher at the moment. And I may not see the progress I want to see in the short amount of time I'm a teacher, because I'm not doing this forever. Mm-hmm. But I know that this conversation I had earlier with the student about relationship boundaries is going to change her life forever. Because before I had that conversation, she was perfectly okay with people violating her boundaries.
Right.
On even the smallest things. And I believe that the little seed that I planted, she's going to think about that 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? But
that's why you are a teacher. That's a perfect career path for you, because you do care about, like, that's the best. If you are worried about the future, like, of our world, then being a teacher is like the perfect career, because you're literally molding minds from a young age. And
it's not perfect. It'd be perfect if they paid me a whole lot more.
I mean, yes, realistically, of course. But like, we know how like the world feels about teachers. Like, they're not held up on the level that they should be.
First of all, your ring is really blinging right now under these lights.
Why has everybody been saying that recently?
Did you just get it cleaned or something?
No, I haven't cleaned it. It was all sticky. Well, you know what? I did run it under some water, so maybe that's why.
She ran it under some water. Well, I did run it under some water.
It was sticky. No, but listen, like, thank you though.
Because she icy, so she ran under some water.
You know,
anyway,
I'm sorry. I did was run underwater. No, you're fine. But I do feel like it is a perfect job, because I feel like clinging to, like, trying to make old people change their mind at this point is pointless.
That's not going to happen.
It's literally pointless. Like, just give up on the old people. Like, I'm sorry, like, they're going to be gone in a couple of years. Like, sorry to say it, but like, they're not going to be around.
Bro,
they're not going to be around
every
much
time
longer.
You say that, bro.
What? Am I lying?
I don't want to say.
I'm not wrong, I feel like.
You can't say that, though.
Why?
But they're going to be gone in a couple of years. Like, bro, don't say that.
But they are. And it's like, molding young minds is the future. Like, that's what we should be doing.
We may have to edit this out, but we're not going to edit this out. But you definitely used to say, yeah, old people just need to be eradicated.
I was going to say, at least I didn't say it. Just eradicate all old people. But
yeah, just get rid of all of them. But
I mean, at this point, don't get. I love old people. I genuinely love old people that aren't like Gen X. Like, I like the real old people, like the 80s, like 60s. It's, you know.
So the boomers, baby boomers?
Yeah, the boomers have a lot going on that they need to deal with in-house. But yeah, I don't know. Wait, what is your sign again? I know that you don't believe in that stuff, but what is it?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh yeah, you are a Cancer.
What's that even mean?
I don't know. I just heard that y'all cry a lot, but I feel like you don't cry. I always say I don't feel like you cry. I
mean,
you're a bad Cancer because you don't like really.
I am a bad Cancer.
Yeah.
Because I don't show emotions ever.
But it is a little strange that like how opposite we are whenever. I really want to do a personality test. I would love to do it right now.
Well, you know where to do one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, is there a website? Like, where we go?
Yeah, I can send you. I don't know. Can we do it on our phones or should we like get our laptops?
We got to. I mean, well, my laptop is preoccupied right now. Let's do it on our phones. Okay, we do it on our phones.
So since we said that we were going to talk about us in this podcast, I think it's good that we take a personality test.
All right, let's take this personality
test. So everybody
test.
can kind of get a feel of like what kind of people we are. And
I feel like once I take this, you're gonna like know way too much about me.
What do you mean?
I feel like you're just gonna...
I know a lot about you.
But you're gonna guess, like you're gonna know exactly what my results are.
Oh yeah, I probably will. All
right,
I already kind of did.
I don't know why I'm getting nervous taking this. I'm getting nervous. Like
why? Because you don't know what they're gonna ask. Okay. So you regularly make new friends?
Absolutely not.
I strongly disagree with that too. Are you gonna do fully disagree?
You're friendly though.
No.
Wait, you can't ask me what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, huh?
No, you can't.
Yeah, huh?
I can't sway your answers. It's your test.
No, I know. I'm saying though, what are you gonna put?
I put disagree. I don't
you put
talk
all
to
the way disagree?
All the way disagree.
Oh,
I don't
put
make
like
new
the
friends.
Second. Okay, I put like the second.
Okay, but that's you though.
Okay, no, you're right. No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your...
That's 100% agree.
Stop trying to be like me.
You put 100% agree?
Yeah.
Okay, we might be more alike than I think.
It's gonna... Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. No.
Hell
I strongly disagree.
Like what? Why would I want to cry because you're crying?
I disagree. Okay, you're doing.
I'm a terrible Cancer. All right. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. I'm definitely a planner.
I'm gonna put kind of agree.
Like I think everything out.
Yeah. I told you were gonna be like the Mr. Strategic Man.
You come up with backup. Are you a planner? You're not a planner.
I plan, but I don't usually have a backup plan for the plan. I mean, because my plan's usually perfect.
Backup plan for the backup plan?
Yeah, because my plan's usually perfect.
I got a backup plan for the backup plan to back up my backup plan. Who said that? Big boy. All right.
This is why you're retiring. Okay.
Oh, we throwing shots. We throwing shots. Okay.
Are you taking this too?
Well, nah.
Because you already know yours, right?
I already know mine.
Okay, well, you have to tell us what yours is at the end.
Yeah, for real. All right. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure.
Ooh.
I know you don't.
No, I'm actually going to pretty much all the way disagree.
I'm the one that I put the team on my back.
I used to stay calm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You would be fine. You'd be like this.
Yeah.
You have the poker face
and everything. Yeah. You know me. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know.
I 100% agree with my
Yeah. I don't want to talk to y'all.
No.
And it's not that...
I barely want to talk to people I know.
But and you know what? People really think like I'm cocky or something because I don't talk. No, I'm just really shy.
Oh yeah, people do think that you're.
I told you that story about Denise.
Yes,
I'm gonna tell that story real quick. So my homie Denise, so she was taking pictures at an event, taking videos and stuff, and I was there with some young ladies that were managing me at the time. They were really my friends, but they just wanted to pretend like they were my manager.
Right.
And I was like, hey, I think that girl over there with the braids, I think she's like getting video. I don't know her, but can y'all ask her if we can get... Yeah, I'm gonna go ask her. So they walked up to her and was like, hey, we're with Trey Cosmos. We wanted to know if we can get a copy of your video. Why he didn't come over here and get it himself? Who does he think he is? Or he's too good to come ask himself? I was like, bro, it's not even...
That sounds exactly like something that Denise would say, and I love it.
She went off.
As she should.
And I was like, look, it's not even that. It's just, I'm just
shy.
I'm just shy.
Yeah.
I don't walk up to people. I do it more now if I have to. But I
can't even see you doing it.
Yeah. But anyway, all right, what's the next question?
You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Oh, I 100% agree. Or can we do it at the same time? That's the thing. Can you do all the projects at the same time?
Yeah, I do.
I feel like you do too.
But I can see you not doing that.
No, yeah, I'm 100% agree.
But me, I like to work on multiple things at once. Very sentimental.
I 100% agree. I am. I'm so sentimental.
I'm
You're
the older
like in
I
the
get,
middle.
I'm more so on the disagree, but not all the way disagree.
Yeah, no, I can't really see you being a man and being sentimental.
I definitely used to be all the way disagree. I've gotten better though.
Yeah, the older you get, right.
Yeah. All right, you like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Absolutely.
I do like list. I enjoy list. I'm going to put
But schedules is a big part of that though.
Oh no, I don't like a schedule necessarily. Bro. I mean, it does help me be organized, but it's like, what am I scheduling?
Your life?
I don't really...
I literally, every moment of my life is on my calendar.
I know. That's why I said you're Mr. Strategic Man. Like you have everything lined up, perfectly planned, which is great.
I feel like you're trying to make me a square. That's what you're trying to do.
No, like you're almost like a businessman.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. I'm so corny. You know me too well. Corny. All right. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge.
No, I'm totally disagreeing with that.
I'm agreeing. That's where my insecurities come out.
A mistake?
Yeah. I doubt my whole existence sometimes.
What?
I can be very insecure sometimes. I'll admit that.
Okay. That's very manly of you.
That's very cancerous of me to say that. All right.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I totally disagree with that.
I'll just watch you the whole night.
That
sounds so weird. Look, okay, I'm not a stalker. I'm not a stalker.
Okay. But I redeem yourself really quickly, please.
I definitely, like, if I see a woman I'm interested in, I would definitely sit there, like if I'm at a party or something, I will sit there for like an hour and just kind of watch her from across the room and wait for the right moment.
You're not that guy.
And think in my head the whole time, how am I going to approach her? I do that.
You are not that guy.
And then a lot of times, I'll find somebody interesting and just let them go.
Why?
Because I can't think of what to say.
What?
Yeah, we are liking that.
Why do y'all do that?
It's just like I don't know what to say. I'm shy.
What do you mean? Better. Just say hello.
I've gotten better. But like, okay,
why do men not know how to talk to women in this generation?
It's not, you can't pin that on every single man though.
But a lot of men don't. Like whenever I have like men approach me, they're like, hey shorty, how old you is? Like, what? That's gonna be the first thing you say to me? You can't say, hi, my name is so-and-so, like, nice to meet you. I just want to tell you, I think you're very beautiful. I've never ever in my life
walked up to a woman and say, hi, my name is such and such. Never done that either.
So what do you say?
I don't know. I honestly don't be knowing. Or like a woman will talk to me, and bro, this happened. Okay, I don't want to get too funny. Okay, I can't. I'm not.
You're trying to figure out a way that you can not put everything out there and put a little bit out there. Because
I don't want anybody to figure out who I'm talking about. But anyway, there was a young lady that I saw at a common place, and I wanted to approach her and was kind of waiting around because I didn't really know what to say. And then she ended up approaching me.
That's what y'all always hope happens.
And you know what I did? I was like, yeah. And that was it. I didn't even continue the conversation. She actually forced the conversation.
Trey.
Like I only.
Did you go home sick?
I'm making myself look so bad right now.
Okay.
I got her number.
Okay.
But only because she was the one that sparked the conversation and like made it happen. Even when I had my little awkward moment of like not saying anything back, like she kept the conversation going. And eventually I got, in my rhythm.
More comfortable.
I know how to carry a conversation.
Yeah.
Starting one though, not my thing.
I guess that can be a little hard. And I don't want to put that too much on y'all because y'all are the ones that are like supposed to, quote unquote, start the conversation. But I don't feel like that's always necessary.
No, I definitely don't mind a woman starting the conversation.
Yeah.
I'll carry it for sure. I know how to talk. But like starting it is not my... But anyway, all right. What's the next question?
I don't know.
You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. What?
I totally disagree.
Totally disagree. That's all I do every day.
Yeah.
All right.
You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Oh, I totally disagree.
I absolutely agree.
I know you do.
Yeah.
But you're a heart person too.
No. I'm strategic with I'm definitely going to think logic out first.
Yeah, no, I'm not that way.
I'm not led by my emotions at all.
Oh, I'm 100% love it. Like, if I get a weird vibe, no.
You definitely
I won't leave the house if I think something might happen.
You definitely barely wanted to record because you're exhausted.
Yeah, see the vibe. I don't want to seem exhausted to the viewers. Like, I don't want to portray that, but I am,
See, me, I'm just like, no, you just got to, get through it.
Push through it. Work through it. Grind culture.
Flu game, yeah. I feel like every time we start talking about my personality, you throw shots. Yeah, grind culture, yeah. What does that mean? What does that even mean? You throwing shots?
I'm not throwing shots. I'm just saying that's your personality.
You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I do but I hate if I don't get stuff done on my list, then I'm pissed.
But you want to move at your own pace.
100%.
And you want to just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Like, what time did you get out of bed today?
I have no idea. Definitely afternoon. Afternoon. Like, literally after 12.
See, I could never do that.
Why? What do you want to rush to?
Not a rush. Just so much of your day has gone by.
People say that, but what do you do during the day? What is there like, I don't know, like, you don't have time for rest?
I have to schedule time for rest. I'm a bad rester, I'll admit it.
Oh, yeah, that's not the healthiest though.
But yeah, but you know what? Honestly, like I enjoy waking up super early in the morning so I can have time to just sit in my thoughts.
And do your day. Yeah, no, that's great.
But I plan that time. You know what I mean?
But I mean, that's fine too.
You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet.
I 100% agree.
I disagree. I worry about that all the time. That's probably what makes me so shy.
Really?
Thinking about every possible scenario. You enjoy participating in group activities.
100% disagree.
I'm in the middle. Sometimes I do.
I hate it. I hate group efforts.
You like books and...
Even though this isn't...
What does that even mean? Like, I hate group efforts. What? What a wild thing to say. I just hate anything with groups. I hate it all. Don't. I'm solo dolo.
I hate having to do stuff with people. It's horrid. Except for like y'all, obviously, because I'm.
Except of course, it's except for y'all.
Well, no, but you know what I'm saying though. Like group projects in school.
That used to be fun. I like that.
Oh, you like that too?
Because it's like,
That's how I get on my shield.
yeah, it's like
how you do what?
How I get on my shield.
I mean, but being in a group like in school forces you to come out of your shell, and that's why I enjoyed it.
But what if I'm usually already out of my shell anyway? So then it's like, what?
See, that's where we're different though.
Okay,
like you're probably an extroverted introvert.
Yes,
I'm just an introvert.
Yes, I agree.
So, all right, what's the next question?
The next question is: you like books or whatever statement? You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending?
I love that.
I hate that.
Why?
Because just tell me what happens.
I love when you don't really know what happened.
Oh, I'm pissed. Like I literally go and review it, and I'm like mad about it. Like, why did you not just come up with a good ending?
I think it's
like,
fun.
Anyway, go on. You can read the next question.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Your happiness comes from helping others accomplish things that your own other things than your own. Why can't I read today? I cannot read
You
today.
like Rory. Okay, go on. Let's redo it.
Actually, have you ever heard Maul read though?
Oh, it's horrendous.
Like he uses his finger.
It's
your
horrendous.
happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments.
I totally disagree.
I see, because you're selfish, but it's okay.
Your happiness comes from helping others accomplish things that your own accomplishments. Like, how would that make me the happiest?
Because you're so selfish, bro.
So bad, I know.
You're so okay. Let's continue. Read the next one. I can't read.
You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slightly agree with that.
Yeah, I'll slightly agree. I like a lot of things.
Okay. You don't want to read that?
You are prone to worry. I cannot read today. You are prone to worrying. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
I totally disagree.
I don't totally disagree. I'm kind of a realist, but I'm slightly optimistic.
Okay. I just think that everything will work out eventually, hopefully.
I know what you're going to say on this next one.
You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I totally agree.
I disagree. I love being the leader.
Yeah, and I love you being the leader. Like, please lead. I don't want
I totally see you like, no, y'all just do whatever.
Yeah, be the boss. Just
tell me what to do.
Yeah, just tell me what to do. Please.
No. You are definitely not an artistic type of person.
Totally
disagree. I think we're both pretty artistic.
We're very artistic in different ways.
You think, I'm reading. Okay, you think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less. Absolutely.
Oh, I totally disagree. You think the world would be a better place if people relied on more rationality and less on their feelings?
Yes. When you make decisions off your feelings, you're not making it off of anything real. Your feelings aren't even real.
Yes, they are. And feelings are valid.
Feelings may be valid, but I believe emotions were meant to be experienced, not to create the experience. If that makes sense. Like we should. What am I trying to say? Like your emotions, sadness, grief, happiness, anger, all those things are okay as a reaction to experience. It's part of the human experience.
Right.
But it should not lead our decisions. Especially important decisions. Especially when we're like...
Maybe not all important decisions, but maybe I think that if we took into account emotions more, we would be more connected to humanity. Does that make sense? Because
I totally disagree though.
Okay, no, for instance, the other day I was getting gas late at night because I'm irresponsible, and I stopped at a gas station, and there's always a bunch of homeless people at this gas station. And I went on this whole rant in my head about, I actually did end up filming it. I don't know if I'm going to post it, but like I went on this whole rant about like how people hate homeless people. Like people genuinely have a fear of homeless people. And like, I've just never been that way. And maybe that's like not the safest way to live, but like, I'm just not. But it's like, we're so led by, like, there's no humanity. Like, this person, like, this guy came up to me and he started asking me, like, for money. And he was, like, giving me this story and, like, giving me his story. And I just felt like it's not necessary for you to even tell me what you're going through because it doesn't matter to me.
If I have more than you, I should be willing to give.
Period.
I get that.
And we're disconnected from humanity because there's no contractual
no.
mutually beneficial relationship. Like, there's nothing mutually beneficial about me giving this person money. But he felt because he had a story, he needed to tell it to me. It's like, no.
But the thing is, though, the first thing you said was people, you mentioned the word fear, which is a feeling. People are led by the feeling of fear, which is why they'll stay away from somebody who's homeless.
And that's why but they also should be led by the feeling of empathy.
Okay, so they should be led by a different feeling.
Yeah.
The problem with being led by a feeling is that you can't control what you feel.
Right.
It could go this way. It could go that way. Me and you could experience the same thing and feel totally opposite about it. So who's right in that situation?
But don't you think it would be beneficial, especially for men, if like we did get more in touch with our feelings, like as people, like it would be very beneficial to men, especially like young men. If we took into account more feelings.
I know I'm not a super sentimental person and I don't really show my emotions a lot, but I'm very in touch with my feelings though.
And you become a crier the older that you've gotten.
I have.
You'll tear up.
Yeah, but even still though, I'm like a super self-aware person. I'm constantly thinking about what I'm thinking about.
Agreed.
Constantly thinking about my own emotions.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that my decision should be based on my emotions. Like honestly, rationale would tell you I have more. This person doesn't have it, what I have. I should be freely. It's not going to take much away from me to give them a couple bucks.
But if you're not empathetic, even if that's logically what you know you should do, if you're not empathetic, like, okay, for instance, like this whole thing, I don't know if you've heard about like Kylie Jenner not giving her makeup artist $60,000 because she's in the hospital right now. She logically probably has enough sense to say, I should give him $60,000 because I'm a billionaire. But because she has no empathy,
she doesn't.
A
self-proclaimed billionaire.
Yeah, self-made billionaire. She
might not actually be.
Which she's 100% not. But yeah. But like she still has money. She still has wealth. And because she has no empathy.
I just want to crap on her a little bit.
And as you should.
Yeah.
But because she has no empathy, she did not give the money away. So she can still logically know she should, but like.
So it's about balance.
Yeah, I think so.
Whatever.
Okay. Next question.
You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax?
100% agree. I cannot relax if my chores aren't done.
I think I agree with that. I just don't relax a whole lot, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't feel like you do a lot of relaxing.
I kind of agree.
You enjoy watching people argue. I 100% disagree.
Yeah, I hate watching people argue.
hate
it's so annoying.
doing that.
Unless it's a podcast.
Yeah.
You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Absolutely agree.
I'm like I'm gonna like barely disagree.
You like attention.
Yeah, I like attention. I used to like it a lot more whenever I was younger, but now I think that because like of my job and getting a lot of attention, sometimes it can be like a negative, which is weird that I do YouTube and like social media because sometimes attention just is not the funnest.
I think, and you're gonna think I'm cocky for saying this.
What?
But I feel like I naturally draw attention, so I never.
No, I know what you're saying. But sometimes it's not fun, even if you naturally draw attention.
Because usually, I mean, since I was young, I would draw attention because I'm always the other. Like, I'm always the
black sheep.
The black sheep in every situation.
Yeah.
So I naturally draw that attention, which is why I don't really care for it.
Yeah, I understand.
That's why I can't stand clout chasers.
I understand what you're saying. Your mood can change very quickly. I 100% agree.
See, this is why you shouldn't be led by your emotions.
Oh, so what are you?
I totally disagree.
You don't think that your mood...
I control my mood.
Yeah, because even whenever your car got broken into, you're just still kind of like...
Oh, I definitely wanted to allegedly shoot somebody, though.
But you were allegedly handling it very well. Yeah, you handled it way better than me. I would be like crying and like cussing out the police on the phone, and you were just kind of like, well, I got my gun on me.
Allegedly. Don't put that out there like that.
I mean, you have like a license, allegedly.
I do.
So,
I have a license, All right. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Ooh.
I 100% agree. I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, don't be annoying. Just come on.
Yeah. All right. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
No. I 100% disagree.
Are you not a procrastinator?
No, I hate procrastinating.
Really?
I hate Like, let me just get it done so I can just be over with.
I'm going to just slightly disagree with that. Only because I feel more inspired when I have less time. Like when the pressure's on.
But you're such a planner, though.
I'm a planner, but I will definitely hopefully the wrong person doesn't see this. Well, okay, so let's just pretend like I have a weekly project that I do every single week.
For sure. Hypothetically, of course.
Hypothetically. But I will plan in my schedule for me to do it the night before or the morning of.
Okay, I know what you mean. Like in case something happens, you know that you're going to get it done.
I totally should have done it earlier. I had the time to do it earlier, but I planned. I just planned to do it.
You planned in case you did procrastinate.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I planned my procrastination. I did it on purpose.
That's very chaotic. That's a very chaotic way of living.
This is the balance between being a planner and still living like,
somewhat free.
Somewhat free flowing.
Yeah.
Like, I plan my free flowing.
Okay, understood. You've always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death.
Absolutely. What about you?
I'll slightly agree. I don't really. I mean, I kind of know what's happening. I don't think
we've never really talked about death like that.
No, I'm not a big person that's afraid of death for myself. Like other people, I'm scared to death that like something's gonna happen to my grandma or my mom or my husband. But like other than that, like for me, no, I'm not afraid of death.
All right, you usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Absolutely disagree.
I 100% disagree. I enjoy my company way more than I enjoy others.
Definitely.
You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Oh no,
absolutely disagree with that.
I 100% disagree.
That's literally what we keep doing.
Yeah.
You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours.
I 100% agree. Yes.
Do you?
Yes. I totally empathize with people that I'm not going through their situation because I can't imagine being in that situation.
Just not straight men.
No, because you go through nothing.
See that? Okay, we're gonna leave that alone.
But like people with like chronic illness, like, can you imagine?
Can you imagine just somebody just being like normal? You don't.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like
Who's normal?
Just a regular person.
What about them?
Like, what if there was nothing extreme about them?
Well, then what would I need to empathize with them about? No. What would I need to empathize with them about?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't even know where I was going with that. I was trying to get in my bag and it didn't work.
You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. I totally disagree.
Wait, what? You postpone? Oh, yeah, I disagree with that too.
Yeah.
No, I like to make decisions quick.
Same.
You rarely second guess the choices that you have made.
100% agree. Because they already happened. What can you do?
Yeah, I disagree.
You second guess?
I second guess myself sometimes. All the time.
On like finalized decisions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because number one, I like to make decisions quickly, but then sometimes
it's like, ooh.
I do think through every single scenario though. Uh-huh. And then I think, okay, well, what if this happened or was this the right decision or whatever? But I also don't regret anything, so I just live with it.
Yeah, I don't
But I
regret
definitely second guess myself.
Okay.
After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event, no. We can stop right
It's just
there.
what you need.
Damn, that is not what I need.
No.
I need to be by myself.
No,
like,
but
chilling.
people, there are people though that'll be like, man, had a long week at work. I should go to the bar. What?
Absolutely not.
That
I'm at
sounds
home
like a nightmare.
watching Netflix.
Period. Like that sounds like I want to die. Around people?
I mean,
he's kind of a socialite.
You're a shy socialite.
He's an introverted extrovert.
Oh,
I think so.
Like after a long week of work, just go to the bar, grab you a drink, the bottle, and just go home.
But what if people are there?
not to just by yourself though.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
different.
still have to be around people.
You're still around people.
A lot of people,
really.
a lot of noise, loud.
See, I don't even want to be around people
at
like
all.
That. I just want to be at home.
I want to be a hermit
by myself.
Period.
If I can go to a restaurant or a bar or something like that, and nobody else is there but me, that'd be amazing. Actually,
I would love if us three could just rent out a restaurant and nobody else and
there.
us just be in there.
No, that'd be dope.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm just so proud of you for wearing your mask. I feel like I have to say that because I just love it.
Should I be wearing a mask?
Anyway, no, I think we're good. You enjoy going to art museums. Oh, 100% agree.
Yeah, for sure. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings.
100% disagree.
I'm going to kind of disagree.
You should agree. I feel like you don't.
No, I do understand people's feelings, but sometimes...
You understand, you don't empathize.
I empathize selectively.
Yeah,
Let's just say like
to an extent, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
You like to have a to-do list for each day. Yeah.
I'm 100% disagreeing.
I'm sure you would.
You really feel insecure? I 100% disagree.
It depends on what it's about.
No.
I'm going to be kind of in the middle, more so leaning to agree.
Okay.
You avoid making phone calls.
Absolutely. 100% agree. I would rather die than talk on the phone. And let's take a FaceTime.
Bro, what is the deal with like people you're texting and then next thing you know people want to send like a bunch of voice texts? Or like,
I hate that.
Like the voice, whatever.
The voice memos, I hate them.
Like why? We might as well be talking on the phone.
Yeah, just text me.
Like that is so... Anyway.
Yeah, it is. It can be annoying.
You got it.
You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Oh yeah, I agree.
I think
agree.
that's something we both do for sure.
Yeah, we do.
In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your
your friends and initiates activities. Totally
Definitely
disagree.
Not. No, don't.
See,
talk
we're
to me.
like in a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yeah.
I'm gonna go in the middle. I probably should be more like, on track, but no, I don't. You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. 100% disagree. Don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence. No, I think about
meaning of life.
Or the meaning of life. No, this is literally what I think about all the time.
Really?
Every single day, all day. The meaning of life.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't?
No.
Not at all?
No. Because are we not here to spread the gospel
today? You agree you rarely contemplate that?
Yeah. Oh, did I put disagree? Shoot. I agree. Wait. Yeah.
So you agree that you rarely do?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say about the gospel?
Aren't we here to spread the gospel? Like, why are you questioning the...
Okay, so that's my thing. What's the purpose of spreading the gospel?
To get people to follow Christ. What do you mean?
What's the purpose of following Christ?
To lead people to follow Christ. What's the purpose of following Christ?
Yeah.
Because that's what we're supposed to be doing if we believe in Jesus.
That's not enough for me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And okay, first of all, I'm a follower of Christ.
Yeah.
But just doing it for the sake of we're supposed to, it's not enough for me. There has to be a reason.
A want. There needs to be a want. Like
not even want. Like, well, for me personally, I'm not gonna want to do something unless there is a specific reason why I should do this.
But don't you want others to have the joy of the Lord that you have?
The joy of the Lord is not enough. I'm sorry.
Oh, I get that.
That's not the only reason I live.
I mean, yeah, no, that's not the only reason that we live. But I'm saying if you are looking at the overall of human existence, like why are we here? Like why were we created?
To enjoy the Lord? That's the reason we're here?
And ourselves, yeah. I think
it's way more than that. Well, okay. And this is...
And ourselves. And to experience the human experience.
See, this is where... Fully. I can't wait to see these results because this is where we're different. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to realize you are more so led on the enjoyment of life.
Yeah.
And you want to enjoy your experiences. And that's how you measure success.
Yeah,
how much am I enjoying this?
If I'm not having fun, then I'm not doing it.
And I get that. For me, it's like, how productive am I being?
Okay.
I want to be productive.
Well, because you're probably happy when you are productive.
I'm happy when I'm productive.
Yeah.
Even if it's hard, gruesome work, I enjoy the productivity.
But that's still about you enjoying it. That's still gauging on how much you enjoy it. It's just that productivity is happiness for you. And it's the opposite for me.
I think, so my reason for following Christ is because we get to be part of this kingdom that we were meant to be part of. But like we get to have a working piece in this huge kingdom. And to me, that brings me way more joy than just saying, oh, God makes me happy. And not to make fun of you,
I understand
but I'm just saying for some people, it's enough to just say God makes me happy. I have a friend who she's like, oh, I just love Jesus. That's literally how she talks. Like,
yeah,
and that's cool.
But it's not only that. It's like I've seen so many blessings and miracles that He's brought into my life. Like just my overall life, like the life that He's allowed me to have, like that I'm afforded. I want everybody to have this life, like somebody that can just be truly happy and like comfortable and like, you know what I'm saying, and like secure and like knowing where my values and like just everything like that. That I want other people to have that.
If I'm understanding this right, you feel that Christ is the reason why you enjoy your life, and you 100%. Want other people to have that same feeling.
I'm so blessed because of him. Like,
I rock with that.
And I want everybody to feel that way eventually.
I think that also goes back to like, which is a whole nother test that we could take later. But like even when talking about like spirituality, your spiritual gifts, and that probably ties more into what your gifts are. Me, I'm like, I'm more of all of my gifts point to like being a visionary and leading people in a particular direction.
Okay.
And I find way more enjoyment in that than to just bask in the enjoyment of life. It's just not what brings me happiness.
Okay.
Like what would bring me happiness is seeing change happen in a really dark work. In a dark society.
Okay.
Even if it's just a slight change.
See, and I feel like you're more macro and I'm more micro. Like whenever I meet people on a like, you know, one-on-one basis and they're like, oh my God, like you're so happy. Like there's just something about you. And it's like, okay, well, here's why.
It's all internal.
Yeah. Well, here's why. Like, you know, I know Jesus, like I know like where my future lies. Like I know what he's done for me in the past. Like this is what he can do for you. So it's more micro and like one-on-one. Yours is more like a huge, like effective change.
Oh, and it's more outward too. Like for me, I find more enjoyment about seeing what my presence does outside. Like, like what I can affect in students, what I can affect in people that listen to my music, what I can affect in friends, family.
Yeah.
You know, and I think with you it's more so like
personal.
It's personal connections.
Yeah.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're just different.
Yep.
All right, what's the next one?
Your emotions control more than you control, your emotions control you more than you control them. I don't agree with that. You think my emotions control me?
You just went on this whole rant about you should follow your heart and you should be more empathetic. And, fam.
Okay. But I'm gonna slightly agree. I don't feel like they control me more than I control them.
Okay.
That means
totally
that you
disagree.
can go and I can go nuts. That might be true.
It doesn't always. Oh, you said that. But it doesn't always have to be a bad thing, though.
Yeah. Okay. I slightly agreed. You take great care not to make people. Oh, wait. What?
You take great care not to make people look bad. So you try not to make people look bad,
even when it's completely their fault.
So you like cover up. I don't care about making you look bad.
I slightly agree. It depends on the person.
I think it depends on how close we are. Like, well, I'm a big believer in like this family business. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Family business. We keep this in the house. On the outside, I'll be your protector because we blood. But on the inside of the house, like I'm.
See, and I slightly agree because even if I know you and even if I love you, I will still like call you out and be like, no, that was wrong. No. And like wherever, like I'm just gonna be like, no, that was wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Disagree.
I kind of disagree with that too. Like I do make lists. Like I'm a list maker.
Yeah.
So, you know. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. I totally disagree. I don't care.
See,
you agree?
Yeah, kind of.
You don't care about that.
I do care.
About disappointing people?
Absolutely. That's
Who?
Probably people I care about, people that rely on me.
Okay.
No, I naturally feel like, well, okay, again.
Maybe like your mom, like your students.
No, any and everybody.
Really?
Okay, this is going to sound so cocky, but I naturally feel like people rely on me more than they would rely on the average person.
Oh, yeah, I agree. But I think it's because
like
we know that you go above and beyond.
Yeah, but because of that, it's like pressure to not disappoint.
Oh, that makes sense. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I 100% agree.
Yeah, I agree. I don't 100% agree, though.
You don't? You slightly agree?
Because I feel like the work is what forces you to be around people.
Well, yeah. And you like bounce off of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
Oh, I 100% disagree.
Disagree.
Yeah.
We do that. That's all we do.
That is all that we do. Okay, you feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet, intimate places. I basically almost all the way disagree.
Yeah. You know at first glance how someone is feeling.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't. It takes me a while to
You can't pick up on body language.
Sometimes, but I just don't. Sometimes I don't care.
You don't care enough to really know.
Yo, this thing is long. How long are we gonna do this?
I don't know.
You often feel overwhelmed.
I've been feeling very overwhelmed lately.
Sometimes I do, but then I just say, get over it.
I'm gonna slightly agree.
Grind culture.
Of course. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Oh, I disagree.
I agree with that.
You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Oh, yeah. Absolutely agree. Yep. All right, your turn.
You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. Wait, I really gotta think about this.
Oh, am I a bad person?
I gotta think about this.
Okay, you know what? I feel like I agree because I kind of didn't even want to apply for FEMA whenever our pipes busted because I thought, well, people's roofs fell in. Like, do I really need FEMA?
I feel that.
I still did it. So I guess I should slightly agree because I thought about it.
You know what? I think I disagree with this actually.
You wouldn't pass along?
I would. You would pass? Oh, no. I agree.
Yeah.
At least slightly.
Yeah, same.
I think I would, let somebody else take it.
You struggle with deadlines? 100% agree. I don't do well with deadlines.
I disagree. You feel confident that things will work out for you.
100%
Absolutely.
agree.
Okay, see results.
Your personality type is advocate.
Advocate.
You got advocate?
No, I got architect.
Oh, what does that mean?
I don't know what that means. Okay.
INFJA?
So architect. Okay, what does it say below? Mine says mind. This trait determines how we interact with it. Do you see that too?
Yeah, this trait determines how we interact with our environment.
Okay, what's your percentage on that?
Mine is 7% extroverted, 93% introverted.
Mine is 11% extroverted and 89%. Why am I less introverted than you?
I knew you were going to be. I knew you were going to be less
I'm
introverted.
less introverted?
I think so. Because even whenever Ashton started, I was like, I don't want to sing around him. And you were like, why?
That's true. You did say that.
Yeah, it's like, and you have no problem doing things around new people. I don't feel like.
I get shy in front of people, but I muscle through it sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the little percentage.
Okay, what about energy?
91% intuitive, 9% observant.
I got 72% intuitive and 28% observant. What does that mean?
This trait shows where we direct our mental energy.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I don't feel like I observe a lot. I feel like I used to, but now I don't really. What did you get?
I'm 91% intuitive.
Wow. So you really are self-aware. You're extremely self-aware.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. I'm 33% thinking and 67% feeling.
I knew it. I'm the opposite. 63% thinking, 37% feeling. That makes sense.
Oh my gosh, that makes total sense. Okay, tactics.
This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. What's yours?
Mine's 56% judging and 44% prospecting, which I don't think is accurate.
You're kind of in the middle. Mine is 83% judging, 17% prospecting. But what does prospecting really mean, though?
Like what does that mean, Ashton?
Great question.
Like he's like what, observe? Like, I don't know, like kind of on the out. Like you're not the leader, maybe? Like you're being led what to do?
Prospecting means that?
I think so.
But how's that the opposite of judging?
This trait reflects our approach to work planning and decision making. You are, and what was your judging?
83% judging.
So that means that you're like 83% as far as like you're a planner, you're the leader, you're like you know what I'm saying? Like you're not like the slacker in a group effort, essentially. Identity.
Okay.
This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. I'm 65% assertive and 35% turbulent.
63% assertive. Interesting.
We're very close in that.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, advocate personality, introduction. Advocates are the rarest personality types of all. Oh, that's weird. Still, advocates leave their mark on the world. They have a deep sense of idealism and integrity, but they aren't idle dreamers. They take concrete steps to realize their goals and make a lasting impact. Advocates' unique combination of personality traits make them complex and quite versatile. For example, advocates can speak with great passion and conviction, especially when standing up for their ideals. Oh,
yeah, that's you. All the way.
That's way too accurate. At other times, however, they may choose to be soft-spoken and understand, preferring to keep their peace rather than challenge others. I agree.
So mine says, introduction, thought constitutes the greatness of man. Man is a reed, the feeblest thing in nature, but he is a thinking reed. Oh, that was a quote. Okay, it can be lonely at the top. That's right. It is lonely at the top.
Oh God,
that's right. It's lonely at the top.
They should have never given you this.
Okay, let me stop. As one of the rarest personalities, why are we all the rarest?
We're so rare.
And one of the most capable. Architects know this all too well. Rational and quick-witted, yep. Architects may struggle to find people who can keep up with their nonstop analysis of everything around them.
I feel like that's way too nail on the head.
Yeah, that is. Did you keep reading?
Yep.
Okay, a thirst for knowledge. Okay, so these personalities can be both the boldest of dreamers and the bitterest of pessimists. Yo, they throwing shots.
They're really
Architects
on you.
believe that through willpower and intelligence, they can achieve even the most challenging of goals. Yeah, but they may be cynical about human nature more generally, assuming that most people are lazy, unimaginative, or simply doomed to mediocrity.
And you literally just talked about retiring. It's the cynicism.
But you know, I don't want to retire because I don't want to be mediocre. That's why.
And that
I don't
makes
want to
sense.
suck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even if me sucking is way better than some people's best. That sounds really cocky. I think so.
That does. That sounds like you're giving yourself a lot of high expectations.
But
you set high expectations for yourself. I set real low, so hopefully I aim higher.
No.
You set real high, and then you're pissed if you don't hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though, like, this sounds so cocky, and I hate sounding cocky, but I feel like even on my lowest days, I'm better than a lot of these dudes.
But that's okay to feel that way, though. Like, I feel like that's right to feel that
Somebody's really gonna hate that.
No, they are.
I said that.
They are.
I'm sorry, but it's true though, because like some of y'all ain't really got bars like that, and like I don't even rap like that no more, fam. And I still rap circles around a lot of the people that try to talk down on Trey Cosmos. But like, put some respect on my name, fam.
Somebody that was directed at somebody very specific. I feel like that was way too.
Was
direct.
that too much? Was it too much?
No, I loved it. I'm here for it. Okay, I feel like we should read. There's like some parts at the bottom that strength and weaknesses.
Yeah, look at the strength and weaknesses.
Oh yeah, let's read that. Okay, so
go to weaknesses first. Wait, does it show? Okay, never mind. Just read it.
No. Here are the weaknesses for the INFJ.
Okay.
Sensitive to criticism.
Ooh, you want to know what my first weakness was?
Yeah, what?
Arrogant.
Oh! No, they have you pinned.
I'm not well.
Not that
I just went on that rant, but I'm not arrogant though.
Talking about being cocky, and now they kind of. It's a humbling moment.
I don't want to be arrogant though.
Yeah,
like it's not something I want to be.
It's just a part of your personality in some way.
I feel like I'm both parts, like insecure and still arrogant.
Arrogant. Oh, that's such a weird combo though to have, don't you think?
I get it though. I think a lot of people who are super arrogant, sometimes it comes from insecurities.
Okay.
And I'm willing to admit I have insecurities.
I think that's fine.
Even though, like, you know, I mean, people tell me all the time, oh, you're great, or you do so well, or I'm so proud of you. And I feel like, nah, I suck. Like, I have way more to accomplish.
But then at the same time,
sometimes I gotta get in my bag.
Like I'm that dude.
I did this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, my second one. Okay, so my first one was sensitive to criticism, which I can agree to that. I don't need to be criticized. Like for what? My second one is reluctant to open up. Oh yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
I can see that.
What do people? Because they're just being nosy. Like, what do you need to know?
My second one is dismissive of emotions.
They have you so pegged. Okay, my third one is perfectionist. That's not accurate.
You're not a perfectionist?
No.
Mine is overly critical.
Of yourself, yes. And maybe of others.
Yeah. These personalities tend to have a great deal of self-control, particularly when it comes to thoughts and feelings. I get it. Okay. What's your next one?
Avoiding the ordinary. I don't agree with that either. Advocate personalities tend to be motivated by a sense of having greater purpose in life. That's not me.
That isn't you.
No, like
because you don't care.
No.
Mine is combative.
Oh.
Architects hate blindly following anything without understanding why. I literally said that earlier.
No, you did. I'm telling you, this thing has you like pegged.
Oh my God, the last one, bro.
What is your
it's
last one?
It's so disrespectful. What's your last one?
Mine is way too accurate, and it's like describing me right now. Prone to burnout. I'm burnt out.
You're burnt out on this, and we just started. Probably.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding. Oh, wait,
I'm exhausted.
Really?
No, but like just in general, I'm burnt out.
Mine is romantically clueless.
Wait, why are they dragging you like that?
They're dragging me, fam.
Nah, they're dragging you to filth.
But you know what's funny? I was talking to a friend earlier, giving them some relationship, some dating advice.
For sure.
And the crazy thing is, I give great advice except for myself.
Yeah, you don't take it.
I don't take it.
Why?
Because I suck. I'm
you
trash.
Don't.
I'm basura. When it comes to dating, like I never pick the right ones. And when I pick the right ones, I never know what to do with them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trash.
I know, I always say I can't really
I'm not Derek Jackson, but I'm pretty trash.
No, God forbid. But like, I always say I can't see a relationship because I just feel like she's going to have to be like top tier.
I'm not even like that.
Desirable woman.
I'm not like that.
But I can't see her having any flaws and you being able to deal with them well.
Bro, I deal with people's flaws.
But women, you're going to be in a relationship with for a long time.
I dated a girl that did hair and sold weed, okay?
What's wrong with that? She was making an honest living. What? I'm sorry. What was wrong?
I just didn't want to say my first thought. So
because you see how I'm so like I think that's like fine, and you're like that's horrible, like that's trashy.
I didn't even say it's trashy.
Then what are you thinking?
I'm not saying anything.
And that's fine. That's fine. You probably shouldn't. Okay, let's go to romantic relationships because that's next.
Oh, definitely not. Why are we going to this?
Let's meet it. Advocates tend to take the process of finding a romantic partner seriously. People with this personality type look for depth and meaning in their relationships, preferring not to settle for a match that's founded on anything less than true love. Oh, I totally agree. I'm a hopeless romantic.
I don't want to read this.
Why?
Because they really reading me. It says, architect personality type approach romance the way they do most challenges. Strategically, with clear-cut goals and a plan for reaching them. What's wrong with that, though? Well, it always fails for me, though.
Because you probably have this whole list of what a woman should be for you. And if they don't hit that, then...
It's not even...
And mine's like, you're a hopeless romantic, true love feelings. And yours is like, she has to mark these. Like,
It's not even that, though.
Then what is it?
I think the process to me should be rational.
But like, what if you just fall in love with somebody? Like, you can't help who you fall in love with.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
Maybe that's my problem.
Yeah. Because how could you like really help it?
But see, all right, I'm not going to get into that. But
yeah.
I fell in love once.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't end well.
Well, it doesn't always.
So I just think like maybe that's just not how it's supposed to go.
So you think it needs to be more like...
a decision.
So does online dating work for you? Because with
that sounds
online,
exhausting.
But with online dating, you already know what you're kind of getting. I've never online dated.
Though?
Yeah, because they're putting like out, like they're kind of giving you like a little profile. It's like a resume.
Yeah.
They're laying it out for you.
That sounds like it would make total sense to me, except the process of online dating to me sounds exhausting.
Going through each girl and like...
Yeah, I don't really want to do that. Honestly, and maybe that's... I don't know. Maybe
you'd rather be like a natural thing, like you meet at the grocery store, the post office.
Yeah,
look, they're romantic and he's jumping out. Like,
but honestly, like, do you see me meeting somebody at the post office and talking to them?
No.
Exactly.
But I see you meeting somebody either like at church or like maybe a coffee shop.
I'm definitely not dating anybody I go to church with.
What if she was like a visitor?
As long as she doesn't come back.
What? What is wrong with you? Why? That's horrible. You don't want to mix pleasure in church?
Actually, there's a lady at my church who...
A lady
at my church. Well, she's an older lady, like an elder or something.
Yeah.
And she's really trying to put me down with somebody. Like she's trying to find somebody for me.
Oh, so it's not like a granddaughter or like a niece or anything?
No, she's actively looking.
Oh, okay.
There's like a collective of women that were all having a conversation about me one day, and I walked in and they asked, "Hey Trey, how old are you?" "Okay, we looking for somebody for you." It's like a real thing. And I was like,
they're playing matchmaking. They're playing Cupid for you.
I think my problem when it comes to dating is that, well, first of all, I got a lot of issues. I got a lot of relationship PTSD. Mm-hmm. But like part of it.
He's over here like, woo, I hear you.
But part of it is like, all of the processes sound exhausting to me. Like the thought of meeting somebody and falling for them sounds way too irrational.
I think that the older you get though, that's like a lot of people's case. Like a lot of people are just like, do I even care? Do I even really want it that badly? And it's okay if you don't.
But I kind of like, I don't know.
It's okay if you don't want the what is it? The like the nuclear family. Like if you don't want to like get married, have kids, like if you don't want to go to college, graduate, go have a career, get married, fall in love, and have kids, and like have a white picket fence, that's okay.
That's great for people that don't want that. I do want a family though.
Oh, you do want that?
I definitely want that.
Okay, well then that's okay,
ladies.
Too. Please, ladies, please.
All right, let me stop.
Okay, read. Okay, wait. Oh, so you read some of yours. Okay. It can take time for advocates to find a compatible partner. Some people might think advocates are too choosy, and it's true that these personalities can have unrealistic expectations. Some advocates might hold out for a perfect partner or a relationship that ultimately does not exist.
Is that true for you? I mean, you're married, so you.
Yeah, and like, but like, I do feel like I have like the perfect love story. So I kind of feel like that is true because I look
ruined
for the perfect.
It for the rest of us. Basically.
I know.
Thank you. Thanks
with the Hallmark story. I know. I do feel like that's true though because it's like, why would I settle?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna settle.
Facts.
Because I could just be by myself and be happier by myself as opposed to settling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm done with the romantic stuff. I don't care about it.
I don't really care about friendships either, but I feel like it would say I'm a bad friend. So
let me see. I'm just curious. Okay, let's read the first line.
Okay, you go first.
Sharp-witted and darkly funny. Architects aren't everyone's cup of tea. Yeah. And
yes.
They're okay with that. Absolutely.
Yes.
For the most part, people with this personality type aren't obsessed with being popular. Nope. They don't spend their time and energy on just anyone, and they can be difficult to get to know. That is all
so
the way.
You. No, people would literally be like, how are you so close with Trey Cosmos? Like, he doesn't speak. And I'm like, he speaks to me.
First of all, who got my name in their mouth? Who got my name in their mouth? That's what I want to know.
I shall not say on camera. I will tell you later. But no, it's just like, because you, like, whenever people do meet you, though, like, you're not, like, overly talkative.
No, not at all.
So the fact that we have this type of relationship is funny from people looking at, from the outside in, because it's like, who does he really talk to?
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like
you know what I mean?
This is really getting into me. I mean, it's just, I have to really be comfortable with somebody to really talk to you, even though because of my profession and because I'm always around a bunch of people and have to talk to people, I've learned how to talk to people.
Yeah.
But it's not what I want to do.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like deep conversations.
Yeah, and a lot of times I don't like what these people are talking about anyway.
Yeah, you don't care.
So I don't care. I don't want to talk about that.
Right, exactly.
Like, yeah.
Okay, so for advocates have a deep desire for authenticity and sincerity in everything they do, from their daily activities to their relationships. As a result, people with this personality type rarely settle for friendships of convenience. Oh, I agree. Like, just because I know you does not mean that we're going to be friends.
That's facts.
Rather than rely on superficial interactions with the people they see every day at work or school, they generally prefer to have a close circle of confidants. Oh, that's totally me. Like, I go to work and I go home, and I don't need to, like, talk to anybody at work necessarily. Yeah. I will, and I do, like, have a group of friends that, like, I really know, but, like, that's very rare for me. I usually don't talk to anybody at work. They know very surface level things, you know?
But see, I just made a connection. Like, it's like your personality trait is advocate. That completely describes you, I feel like. Just that one word.
Yeah.
Like, you seem to always advocate for other people.
For something.
For someone.
Cause.
Yeah, like, that's totally you. That makes a lot of sense.
And yours is an architect? That's true, too.
Because I like to build things.
I know. I wish it was called producer, though, because that would really define you.
That's what an architect does.
Yeah, it is the same thing, basically.
Kind of. Parenthood, skip.
Go to Parenthood. I want to see what kind of parent you would be. Go to Parenthood.
Ooh, this quote, though, totally describes how I would be as a parent. Children must be taught how to think, not what to think. That's totally me.
Oh, yeah. I think that's
totally
true. I think that's true.
Believe what you want to believe, but I'm going to teach you how to think about your thoughts.
Well, believe in what you want to believe in, like, in what sense? like everything. I mean, I agree because you can't control how they believe.
I mean, that's how I was. Like my parents, they tried to, make me believe certain things, but I always question why.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I learned how to, there's a term for it. I actually learned
deductive reasoning,
but it's like a C word. I can't think of it right now, but my cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance or something like that. I learned that in 10th grade in my English class. I'm still cool with my English teacher to this day because she was so
always
cool.
The English teachers.
But she would teach us. Like she said, I want you to think about how you think. Maybe
it's cognitive reasoning.
Cognitive reasoning. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, like why you think the way that you do.
Why you think the way you think. And so now I'm very stable in my beliefs, in my thoughts, because I put a lot of thought into it.
Yep.
So there's not a whole lot you can tell me.
There's no question. Yeah. Oh, I agree with that. I think that we're a lot alike. That's why we are so opposite, because we have thought out why we think the way we do and why we are right in our thinking.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you can't really sway our opinion because this is why we think the way that we do.
Right.
But I think that's also why we're both like extremely self-aware. Like my therapist has literally told me like, you're really self-aware. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably the problem. I might be.
No, that's a good thing. Well, sometimes it can be bad, I guess.
Advocates as parents tend to look at their relationship with their children as opportunities to learn and grow with someone they care about. I agree. These personalities, I don't have kids, but I think that I would learn way more from a kid probably than they would learn from me. These personality types also work to achieve other important goals, raising their children to be independent and all-around good people. Advocate parents generally strive to be devoted and loving toward their children at all times. As they imagine their children's futures, what advocates really look forward to is being able to interact and connect as equals with people they helped raise. I agree. I think that like children are just like little humans that like God gives us to, put on this earth to be good people and like serve a purpose or whatever.
Serve a purpose. I like that. All right, career paths. I know you don't care about that.
I don't. I really don't.
Professional know-how is often where architects shine most brilliantly. But these personalities won't settle for just any career. They want to tackle meaningful challenges and find elegant solutions to important problems, not just tinker with figures in a spreadsheet. Bro, they are reading me all the way.
It's really sick how well they know you. It's really sick. Okay, mine is, I'm just going to briefly. Advocates tend to seek a career path that aligns with their values rather than one that offers status and material gain. Fortunately, people with this personality type are able to find work that suits them in just about any field. And in fact, many advocates have trouble deciding which jobs is best for them because they're able to imagine so many possibilities. Maybe. Like, somebody told me the other day, you should be a nurse. I was like, that sounds like the worst job in the world. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I just want to know, why did they say that, though? Why do you think they say that?
I don't know. I think because they think that I care about other people, which I do, but like not on that level.
Be a nurse?
Exactly. Like, I was like, cleaning people sounds awful.
Do you think?
Literally gag. Like, ew. Like, late nights, early mornings, blood, stress. I can't be on my phone.
Yo, I can't be on my phone.
I have to say this.
You'd be the worst nurse.
Dead children, burning people. That sounds horrid. Like, I'm sorry.
No, you got to be a special type of person to love being a nurse.
Yeah, and they're great, amazing. We need them.
Yeah.
Love them. But
I couldn't do it either.
No, never. That sounds awful. No shade to nursing, though, because, like, we need them again. But
all right, go to the conclusion.
Okay. I would like to see your workplace habits because...
Okay, let's go to that real quick.
Okay, I'm going to read mine first. Advocates have some specific needs when it comes to satisfying work environment. People with this personality type want to know their work helps people and promotes their own personal growth. This is so true. I hate working for people and just knowing I'm making them rich. And then they're just like garbage people.
Because you're such an anti-capitalist.
Exactly. This means that their work must be in line with their values and principles and beliefs. I would love to work for like a nonprofit. I really wanted to work for, what is that or that like prison abolitionist organization. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Prison abolitionists?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like they're like promoting like prison abolition. I can't remember what it's called. But anyways, I wanted to like go work for them in like a Houston office, but they didn't really have any positions. But yeah, I would love to do something that like actually meant something.
That'd be dope for you.
Even though I don't really care about like causes, but something like prison reform or like homelessness crisis or, you know, anything like that, I think would be dope.
Would you work for like a company that, what's the proper word? like that tries to advocate for, not advocate for, tries to bring resources to sex workers.
100%.
I feel like what's it called? It's like Elijah Rising or something like that.
I know, I've heard of that, what you're talking about, but I don't know.
I can totally see you working with them.
Yeah, I would love to do something like that.
All right, what does mine say? Wherever they may be in their careers is to pursue. What architects want is to pursue their professional goals according to their own standards. And if any personality type has high standards for themselves, it's almost certainly architects. In theory, this attitude makes for a model employee and coworker. In many ways, architects are exactly that, but some personality types may find it a challenge to work with architects. Blah, 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 may be harsh or dismissive toward people they don't respect. I respect
You're not
people,
that
though.
way. You're not that way. But I can see where it would be like, if I didn't know you well, how it would be a little difficult because you do have a high standard.
But you know what? Well, I get that. So one thing I can agree with that in a way, because I don't like when people, when I said earlier, like, I don't care what most of these people are talking about. I'm really talking about like people that are trying to impress me. I'm not easy to impress.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's not like I have like super high standards, but it's like, okay, you're just talking. I want to see what you do.
Right.
You know? And so I've noticed just naturally people talk a whole lot more than they do.
That's true.
So I naturally respect, like, my boss is the best boss I've ever had. But you know what? He's there first. He leaves after everybody. He's a hard worker.
Yeah, he leads by example.
I'm never going to work more than he does, work harder than he does, and be more productive than him. And I love being led by somebody like that.
Right.
Right? I don't like lazy people. And I don't like people who always try to cut corners.
So how do we get along so well then? No, because remember whenever...
Because we don't work together, that's why.
Okay, no, but we have on certain things in the past. And that's
And
probably why they felt their...
Every single day, that's why we started podcasting. That's the reason.
Because we would just get to talking.
Exactly. It's like, we might as well record this. At least this feels more productive.
Because Trey, okay, so like for those of you who don't know, like Trey used to help me sing. And you were like my sing instructor. And remember, you would be like, do it. And I'd be like, I can't do it. And you'd be like, don't say you can't do it. So I'd be like, oh. You'd be like, hire. I'd be like, oh. You'd be like, hire. I'd be like, oh. Like, remember?
No. Okay, but the way you just described, hire. No, it would be like, hire. No, I can't. No, I'm sorry. I need a break.
I know.
I need a break. You don't need a break. You just took a break. Just do it. No, I really can't, Trey. Just tell them I can't do it. I just can't do it. That's what it was. Oh. It was a whole lot more trying to convince you that you can do it than it was actually saying.
So it was a fight.
It was definitely
So that's why I'm saying that I can see it being difficult for some certain people like me to work with you if they don't have the relationship with you. Does that make sense?
Don't try to look at me like that now.
Does that make sense?
No, it's not going to work.
Yes,
you're right, though. You're absolutely right.
Okay, let's go to the conclusion.
Conclusion. Read your conclusion.
Okay, so I was going to read the quote, but it's kind of corny. Few personality types are as passionate and enigmatic as advocates. I don't even know what that means. As someone with a personality type, you should stand out for your imagination, your compassion, your integrity, and your deeply held principles. Unlike many other idealistic types, however, you are also capable of turning your ideals into planning and executing them. Yet advocates face challenges too. Even the most idealistic and dedicated personality types can become frustrated when it comes to navigating interpersonal conflicts, confronting unpleasant facts, pursuing self-realization, or finding a fulfilling career path. Oh, I feel like that's 100% true. As a result, you may sometimes find yourself questioning who you really are and who you're really meant to be. I disagree with that. But I don't think I take life that deep. So I think that's why.
But
that's real serious.
I think you're different when it comes to knowing who you are. Because number one, like okay, not that marriage is like everything, but the fact that you got married really young, it says a lot about you and your security in yourself and what your life is going to be like.
Yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have way more stability in what your life will be like in 10 years than I do. And I feel like...
I don't think that's necessarily true, though, because I'm married. Because, I mean, like, anything could happen. Like, I could get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but where are you going to be in 10 years? Let me ask you that.
I'm definitely going to be married to my husband and happy somewhere.
Okay, but, like, doing what?
I have no idea. See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's the thing, though. That part doesn't matter to you.
No.
And that's the difference.
Because I'm not worried about the future.
You're not that worried. You're not, as long as you are happy and feel fulfilled, it doesn't really matter what you're doing.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm going to be doing career-wise, but that's really important to me.
Does it bother you, though?
It doesn't necessarily bother. It's a good challenge. Like, I enjoy it. But
because you're over here talking about buying a house. Like, you're good in a sense.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like living from couch to couch. Like, you know, you're stable. But I kind of understand what you're saying.
But still, like, I feel like I live in constant like transition, but really it's because I always want something else. I want more.
You want something different.
I want to accomplish more. I want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's just because that's important to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, and really this is more so about you. I from what I observe, I think you are good with whatever you are doing, however your life is, as long as you have the people around you that you want to have around you, that you love and care about, and that you're happy and you feel fulfilled, then you're good.
Exactly.
Like, that sounds like a really simple life.
It is. It's so easy.
It's way less complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more, like, the least complicated, the better, I think, for me.
Yeah.
Like,
and not that it's all tied to you, like, being married young, but I think that's just that's a small portion of it. Like, it's a reflection of, like, no, I'm good in this part of my life.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, it's stressful out here not knowing, like, yo, how long is it going to be before I find somebody?
True,
you know what I'm saying?
That's so sad, because why does it have to be like that? Because genuinely, I never thought I was going to get married. Like, I was like one of those people. I always told, like, my dad, my dad, like, I always told him, like, I'm not going to get married. For what? I love being by myself. I love being alone. Like, I'll be happy alone for the rest of my life. So it's like, I think even if I wasn't to be married, I would still be fine.
Yeah. Because
I wouldn't be thinking about a partner so much. And I think that we really like stress ourselves out thinking about having a partner. And for what?
I mean,
there's how many women on this earth? There's how many men on this earth?
Low key.
Why is it such a big deal?
I don't feel like getting into that.
Because it's so promoted by the church. I'm sorry. I feel like it all ties back to the church and how I said earlier, our church identities really mold us. It is so looked down upon to be a certain age at the church and not be married or not have like a potential partner.
See, that doesn't affect me that much, though.
But do you agree that that's true?
I agree that's true for some people. And in some instances of church.
Because you're over here saying that you literally walked in on a conversation of women talking about picking a partner for you. Why is that their business? Not that because I'm hating on them.
No,
but,
I think their reason for it is because I literally had somebody walk up to me, and if I didn't know this person, it would have felt like she was trying to holler at me. But she walked up to me, she's like, you know what, Trey, you're a really good dude. You did, and she started naming all these like great things about me. I was like, thank you. Uh-huh. It feels like you're hitting on me, even though I know you're not. But like, thank you. So I'm just saying, like, you deserve a good woman because you're a good guy. And not saying that's the end all be all.
Yeah, but that's just what it feels like.
No, I don't think that's even what they meant by that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's more so like, I desire companionship, and I think I deserve that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's something that I want. That's something that I think,
you strive to have.
I strive to have.
Right.
So that's really, it's not like that's the end all be all. And that's like, the epitome of life.
Yeah. Like your whole world. Not, yeah.
And if I never get married, like, I still have a whole lot to accomplish that I'm going to look back in my life
career-wise and just,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's not like what will define my happiness, but it's definitely something I want.
But that's like, funny. What is the point of having children?
Don't say
But for what?
What do you mean for what?
To have little yous and to continue your legacy.
They're not going to be like you.
Okay, they don't have to be like me, but they're going to continue my legacy.
And what is your... why do y'all always talk about this as men? What is your legacy? What do y'all have to pass down to them right now?
Legacy right now,
which is what?
I'm still building it, fam. You said I was young, right?
But how do you know that they want that? How do you know that they're going to want to take that?
Here's the way I see it. No, here's the way I see it. So for me, my legacy would be like my time as a parent, whatever I end up instilling into my kids and then whatever they end up becoming and whatever they choose to become, it's not necessarily like, this is what I did, this is my legacy, and now I want you to continue my work. It's not that. It's wherever you end up is my legacy. Whatever you end up doing with your own mind, with your own thoughts, with your own passions, that is my legacy.
How? It has nothing to do with you, though.
It does have everything to do with me.
It has maybe some.
Because here's my thing. Okay, right now I know I'm all about career and working and all that great stuff. But when I have children, my whole life is about shaping them so that they can reach whatever they are meant to reach as an adult. That's what my whole life will be about. I want to see them like excel in whatever it is they are supposed to be. Remember, I'm really big on purpose and on that. So not only my purpose, but like my wife's purpose, my potential wife, like what are you called to be? Whatever that is, whatever capacity. And then when we have children, like what are our children supposed to be?
So you want to basically like, what is that Jimi Hendrix quote? Like you want to spark the mind that changes the world. Or is that Jimi Hendrix or Tupac? I can't remember.
Tupac. That was definitely Tupac.
Okay, I feel like he said something really close to that.
I may not change the world, but I want to spark the mind that does.
Yeah. So so you want to be that guy?
Yeah, I want to be that. And you know what? Listen, my kids don't have to do what I do. Excuse me. And they also don't have to do what I think they should do. But whatever they do, they're going to be great at it.
I agree.
And I want to put them in the best position to be great, which is something that, and that's a whole nother topic, that Black people don't do very well, is put their children in positions to be great.
Are they given the position? Are they given the opportunity to do it?
Okay, so there's two sides to the coin. Yeah, because of systemic oppression in this country, like we already a little bit behind.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I'm not gonna say but, I'm gonna say and also because of that, we've been stuck in this generational thing, this thinking where we are in survival mode at all times.
Yeah.
Even with our kids.
Right.
I don't ever want to do that. I want my children, by the time they are adults, they have everything they need to do whatever they want.
To be prepared for like
whatever.
Life. Yeah.
Whatever it is. If they want to be an artist who doesn't do it for money, you just do it for the love.
For fun.
That's great. Or if you want to be a business person, or if you want to change the world, or if you don't. If you just want to start your own family and just be at home, or whatever it is you want to do, I want to prepare you for that.
Yeah.
The worst thing to me, what would be for me, what would be a failure as a parent is for my kids to have a vision on what they want to do. Because I'm a visionary, I know my kids will be. They have a vision for what they want to do, and they don't have the resources to do it.
I agree. I agree with that.
I want to be the person responsible for making sure they have those resources.
Yeah.
So that is my purpose for wanting to have kids. But that's just me.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, my parents were kind of that way. Like, my parents literally always told me, they were like, as long as you follow Jesus, like, we don't care what you do. They're like, we will support you in whatever you do, as long as you, like, continue to follow Jesus. Like, and we know that that's in your heart anyways. So, like, that's not an issue. But when I say, what's the point of having kids? It doesn't mean that I never want kids. It's just, I genuinely think it's selfish to have children. I don't think that it's a selfless act. It's a selfish act. There's nothing, because they're not asking to be brought into this world. So you're not really doing it for them initially having children. You're doing it for you because you want to have kids. So it is selfish. It doesn't mean that it's wrong.
I don't know.
We equate selfishness with a negative thing, but it's not all the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you want to bring a kid into a world with all of this like pollution and like global like climate change and like the politics and like, I don't know. Because I just think sometimes it's like weird to
there's
want
beauty
kids.
in that though.
In what?
There's beauty in the darkness.
How?
Okay, I'm not trying to be all super deep now.
Yeah, elaborate, please.
So I understand what you mean. Like, it'd be selfish for me to try to bring a child into this terrible world with all this crazy stuff that's happening. At the same time, I think it's more so a responsibility.
To who?
To bring
humanity?
To humanity, to God's will, to whatever. Like.
So you think God wants us to have kids?
He definitely wants us to have kids. That was the specific thing he told us to do. And okay, let me back up. because
some women cannot have children.
I understand that. So he told us to be fruitful and multiply in whatever context you feel like that should be. I actually have a friend who said, which I've never heard anybody say this before, but she says that she doesn't want to have kids of her own, and she just wants to adopt a bunch of kids.
Yeah, of course.
And I had to like, man, I never thought about that. But her reasoning for it, like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Even if it did make sense to me, I don't care. But like, you are still being fruitful and multiplying.
Yeah.
And you're still carrying, like, what, when Jesus talks about what true religion is and taking care of the widows and the homeless and the elderly and all that, when I think about the person or the persons that I can take the most care of, that I can have the most responsibility for, it's definitely going to be my own children, for sure.
I mean, yes, but I just feel like because there are instances of women, of Christian, godly women that cannot have children, like taking care of people, just being nurturing, not even being a mother, because whenever you associate being like mothering with nurturing, and that is true, but you don't have to necessarily nurture children. You can nurture people around you. You can nurture, you know what I mean? Like you can nurture people that just need it. Like it doesn't have to be a child, but like I get why people want it to be their child.
And listen, everything I'm saying is not to convince you of anything.
Right.
This is my own convictions. And I believe that whoever I marry, when I get married, like one prerequisite is for us to think kind of the same on that. Like we have to kind of agree. Like,
well, that's a big thing.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah,
like,
to agree on.
We not only do we want to have kids, but what's our purpose for having kids? You know, and our methods may not have to necessarily match because there's balance in having, differences in that. But our purpose for it should be the same or similar. My whole purpose for it is I want to continue my legacy, continue the legacy that was given to me, instill those morals and principles in you, and provide you with the resources to do whatever it is you want to do. And I'm hoping that whoever, is my wife, that she kind of has the same mindset.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's different for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I'm lucky that like my partner is like the same with me. It's like, do we really care if we have kids? No, but like we're not like against it. Like we're not anti-kid, but it's like if it happens, it happens.
And you know what? That's your business.
Yeah. If we're happy with a dog and a cat for the rest of our lives, great. If I could clone my dog for the rest of my life, I would.
Except your dog is really rude to me.
Well, you have a bad aura that he just doesn't agree with. And so that's his business and yours.
All right, well that's this was really good.
It was good. I'm glad that we did the test. I feel like it was way too accurate on your part.
It was super accurate. Yours was pretty accurate.
Almost slightly accurate.
There was some things that I questionable.
I feel like I took it before and I got something different.
Yeah.
I think I got the campaigner or something, which also kind of reminds me of advocate. Yeah, it sounds basically like advocate. So, but no, I thought it was good.
Definitely got a chance to learn more about each other.
Yes.
But also, I learned through that. I kind of learned some things about myself. Not necessarily learn it, but I stamped it and identified it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's what that is.
Right.
That's why I'm that way. Did you feel the same way?
I felt that way whenever you broke down like the actual just word of advocate. Because when I first heard advocate, I was like, yeah. But then whenever you really said, well, you do kind of advocate for a lot of things.
For
like
everybody.
Yeah, you're
Except
pretty
straight
accurate.
men for some reason.
Yeah, but
okay, I'm just playing. That was a joke.
Oh my God, imagine like me having a child and it's a straight man. Oh my God, I'm scared. Scared for my life. No, but like...
I don't understand.
That's another thing with having kids. Like I am not mature enough at the age that if I had a child and they wanted to grow up to be a police officer, that I would be mature enough to like not.
Ooh, that's.
You know what I'm saying? Like people are like, deep. Well, what if you have a kid in there and they're disabled, or what if you have a kid and they're like trans? I'm like, no. What if I have a kid and they're like a Republican? Like I'm scared. Like I'm scared to death. I want to have a good relationship with my kid. I don't want to be a horrible parent to my kid, but like.
You don't have any Republican friends?
Friends? No.
See, that's your problem. Life? You need to diversify your portfolio.
No, because I have conservatives in my family and like people that I deal with, like relationship wise, but we don't go there because I cannot go there because it will just be like, because then we're going to get into our morals and why our morals are different. And then we're going to hate each other's guts. So, you just can't really go there like that.
This was really good.
It was good. I think it was a good first episode.
Definitely was. Hopefully y'all got a chance to learn more about us too.
Yeah, because that was the whole point of this is like we wanted to like, kind of give people an insight onto as to who we are.
This was a super dope conversation.
It was very different than what we've done though, because we never talk about ourselves.
We don't. We kind of do. Like
slightly.
when we get into like politics and our beliefs in it, we always a little bit, but we never just go there.
No.
About ourselves.
It's always about other people.
That was really dope.
Yeah. Little chill pod.
Hey, y'all keep watching. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, because it will get to the point where me and Trey are screaming at each other. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's gonna happen eventually.
It will. When we start getting on topics like identity politics topics, that's where it really goes left.
Oh, bro, you get on my nerves with that.
No pun intended. Anyways, great first pod. Thank y'all so much for watching.
Keep watching.
We love you guys. And
Trey
we will
Cosmos
see you in the
and
next
Earf
one.
Muva.
Out. Bye.